Huh?
Your seat shake, bro. Right here.
My seat now, nigga.
It's a seat. We grown in hell. We both got M's. We're not talking about none of that. It's a seat. That's a mutual respect for your mans. If I'm your man's fool, that shouldn't even be nothing to even speak on, gang.
To be my homie, you know what I'm saying?
Gang, first of all, we was not homies, gang. I thought we were homies, but we were not homies.
My main thing with this whole group is I want to get to a point where we can be looked at like AMP or looked at like a phase.
Once we hit stream, we in this for life.
Going live.
All right, come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Ooh, they ain't ready for this.
What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another reaction video. And today we're reacting to HelloYassine extras. Today's video is DDG always fighting with his friends. Now, shout out to DDG. I know he got some beef with Brandon. He got some beef with Jay Cinco. And I try to stay out of celebrity stuff and celebrity gossip. This has been going on for a minute and I could use some views. You know what I mean? So we're going to do what we're going to do. You know what I mean? So shout out to DDG, Jay Cinco, and Brandon. But without further ado, we about to figure out why DDG. But before we do that, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the Prosper Gang. We keep it in PG. There is a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug, you feel me? Without further ado, let's just get into the video.
Now, I'm going to say this. Cinco, after this, stop talking about me.
DDG is beefing with Jay Cinco, but a more interesting way to look at it is that DDG has lost another of many friends due to his behavior.
To be my homie, you know what I'm saying?
Gang, first of all, we was not homies, gang. I thought we were homies, but we were not homies. Homies don't do that. You feel me? Homies do not hit below the belt. Homies do not disrespect each other. Homies do not talk like they don't do that, bro. Like,
and this is not the only example of DDG being hugely disrespectful to one of his so-called friends.
Huh?
Your seat shake, bro. Right here.
My seat now, nigga.
DDG is treading dangerous waters. These short-term beefs are boosting his stream numbers, but collabs are the way for streamers to gain long-term success. And more importantly than that, we see the inherent pitfalls of being what some would consider a fake friend. Recently, DDG has been trying to replicate the success of streaming groups like the FaZe Clan and AMP with a loose collective of friends known as the Capoholics.
My main thing with this whole group is I want to get to a point where we can be looked at like AMP or looked at like a phase where, you know, we getting brand deals and we like, you know what I'm saying, we really building some that's substantial.
In October of 2025, this group officially consisted of DDG, Dub, King, Rich, Kelly.
All right, so I want to say this real quick. In my opinion, I know this beef been on and off for the past damn near 2 weeks, week, whatever. But let's just keep it a stack. Friends fight like this all the time. I'm just keeping it a stack, especially in the African American community or the minority community. We get down like this all the time. I ain't saying it's right. I ain't saying it's cool. When you come from a certain background, it's just how it is. Now, the problem is that he took this shit online. He should have kept this between them. Because I've had similar issues with my friend groups as they got in theirs, in multiple friend groups that I've been in. It's just kind of the nature of the game. Especially like in the area that we grew up in, we didn't have all the structure of knowing how to be in healthy relationships, especially as men. Well, you know, toxic masculinity, egos, all that shit come into play. And it's just like, we kind of just cohabitate. You know what I mean? It's not like a lot of times people become friends by breaking boundaries. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of times you'll break somebody's boundary and that's how you become their friend. Y'all might squash it, fight it out, whatever, then y'all become friends afterwards. And that's how y'all started y'all friendship. What a crazy way to start a friendship. But that's how it be sometimes.
Deshae Frost, T.O., Sprat, Michi, and of course, Jay Cinco. A trailer was released about the group.
Hey, I got a question. So Jay Cinco is half Hispanic, half black? Or just Hispanic?
New house that they were going to stream from.
Once we hit stream, we in this for life.
Going live in
All right, come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Ooh, they ain't ready for this.
The group had a celebratory party
That's
inside
fire.
the house, but with one notable absentee, Jay Cinco, and DDG hinted that he was no longer in the group.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, y'all, because nobody else is. Whoever y'all see in this group is in this group. Whoever y'all see today is in this group. Things can be further explained later on, but for right now, that's just what it is.
This vacuum of information was filled with speculation. Many people online assumed that Cinco's girlfriend Lala Baptiste didn't want him living in what was essentially a frat house. Eventually, Jay Cinco went on stream to address what really happened, but just like DDG, Cinco was very measured on what he wanted to say. Cinco said that it had nothing to do with his girlfriend.
And I think this is where it went wrong initially. You shouldn't have kept it off the internet, bro. They don't need to know why you don't talk to X, why you don't talk to Z. They don't need to know. And in a way, because I watched his whole thing, like it just popped up on my algorithm the morning he dropped it. And I sat there and watched it. And, you know, I felt for bro. Like, because I can understand his plight and why he wanted to leave. I've been in those situations before, so I'm not mad at it. Granted, it was only one side of the story. But I'm not mad at why he wanted to leave. The problem is the internet, it wasn't deep enough for the internet to know that. And I felt like when he got online and he said that, it's like you wanted him to kind of get exposed. You was explaining yourself so people can stop asking you about it, I'm sure. But at the same time, it's like you also wanted him to catch some flack. Because the way you explained it, we all knew who it was. And I don't even watch streamers like this. And I knew exactly who you were talking about. So it wasn't like you were being very discreet with it. Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, come on. No disrespect. Shout out to both of y'all. You know what I mean? I don't know none of y'all personally, but I'm just saying. But I felt like at the same time you wanted him to catch a little flack. It's kind of like a little bit of payback. And that's why I feel like none of the internet stuff is what made it worse. But supposedly they linked up and they not linked up, but they made amends. Supposedly I watched a video last night about them making amends. So hopefully that's the case. Because I don't think this was super deep to where like a friendship needed to be cut off. You know what I mean? I heard both sides, and I'm like, bro, this is some shit that I go through in my friend group. Like, y'all can easily squash it. This is not, I mean, I know y'all hit below the belt. Y'all said some messed up stuff, but it ain't like messed up, like on some Drake and Kendrick shit. You know what I mean? That's some like, hey, nah, but when I see you, it's up. Straight up.
Instead, there was a specific member of the group behind his decision.
And I want to be, you know, I think I'm bigger than the program. Definitely is not that, you know what I'm saying? I come from a place where I know ain't nothing bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? But the program can't work if other niggas think they're bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say any names, you feel me? Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm just going to kind of like give like a surface level answer.
He then explained that this certain individual was being disrespectful to him and other members of the group.
Situation transpired, you know, where I called God when it was wrong, you know, and I genuinely was coming from a real place. Like I was genuinely wrong in that position, in their position. It was really wrong. But you know, the person came in very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Very childish, very immature. You know what I'm saying? Like tearing it down. Like
what really annoyed Cinco was that when he threatened to leave, the person's response was to offer him money.
I said I'm gonna lead a group, try to wave some money over my head, try to wave a gambling deal, like, oh, sent a screenshot, like, oh yeah, you finna lead a group, all right, bet, I was finna bring this. If I was finna bring this here to y'all, send a little screenshot of some money. I told him, man, that money. That made me feel like you don't even know me even more, because like, if you knew me, you know I don't give a.
Ultimately, Cinco.
And shout out to him. I mean, people always say, and I get it. Like, people be saying pride is the devil. I'm a big J. Cole fan. Shout out to J. Cole. But, you know, people say pride is one of the, and I can get it. I'm a prideful ass nigga, though. When he said what he said, I ain't gonna lie. I stood on it. I'm like, no, hey, no dick.
Hey, yo, what the
Hey, yo. Anyway, Anyway, so God damn.
Hey yo, what the?
Anyway, so I bet oh my God. Anyway, I understood exactly where he was coming from. My pride is that bad too. And sometimes I'm like, nigga, I'll sink or swim by myself, nigga. And niggas got me fucked up and they're gonna play on my name. So I get it. Just why the internet though? That's the problem. Like, but sometimes you gotta swallow your pride and be a man. And Cinco did that, so salute to him.
This wasn't a real friend group.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying, like, speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. It's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, tell me over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you.
On Dub's stream, DDG's brother, he argued that Capoholics was more of a cluster of different friend groups mashed up together.
So we all was a friend group, but the only thing between our friend group is that some people was cooler than other people, then some others was cooler than other, and then we all combined. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
And like I say, the way he explaining that sounds like niggas in the hood. I'm just saying, if you grew up like that, which I did, this is not uncommon. I got homies that got their own homies. So when I link up with them, I'm cool with their personal homies. I'm not like, we're not day ones and I don't kick it with them, but I know them through my main homie. So, and it's like, they know me, I know them, but we're not like tight knit, but they cool. But because we not like tight knit, if they don't know my boundaries, I don't know their boundaries, shit can go south real quick. You know what I mean? So that's not uncommon. This is super. When I heard this, I'm like, bro, this is like everyday nigga shit. Like straight up. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Like, I know how it go. You know what I mean? So I just hate that it got to the internet. I know I keep saying that, but this did not have to go to the internet. Now it's good for ratings. It's good to draw more attention now. Capoholics got a whole lot of attention on them, and people not really talking about AMP like that. They talking about Capoholics because of this beef. It was a smart move, but it was also like, damn, bro. But it also brought awareness. So we needed awareness for sure.
As friends, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, T.O. might hang out with Derek and Cinco more. You get what I'm saying? I hang around Derek and Deshae. Me and my brother hang with Rich more.
There have been some clips circulating which show this was a fairly toxic friend group with lots of heated arguments. Here's Dub pressing Jay Cinco on how much money he makes.
Okay, from 2021 to 2022, how much you make off music?
Well, I made in the streets, I was making $300,000.
Music.
Music, I wasn't touching money yet. I signed the deal, but that's not my money. That's not making money. That's a lump.
See, Derek dropped more music than both of y'all combined. This year.
Y'all making $300 in the streets. I'm just a struggling YouTuber, y'all. I ain't got it like that, y'all. I'm poor. Let me have 2 racks. This YouTube don't pay me nothing. Come on, Cinco. Forget everything I was talking about earlier. Have my back.
Why is he dissing these so bad?
But the person Cinco was referring to on stream wasn't Dub, but DDG. And this was confirmed when DDG changed his name on social media to The Program. And true to his nature, DDG jumped on stream to provide his side of the story. On stream, DDG trolled Cinco for trying to take the moral high ground by not naming names.
That's like me saying, I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm gonna explain everything that pertains to the name.
Yeah,
Then,
I ain't gonna lie. That
DDG, to his credit, took some ownership for his behavior.
But, you know, the person came at very disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, very childish, very immature.
I am childish. Everyone knows that.
The crux of the issue was that Cinco felt disrespected. DDG, meanwhile, claimed that it was just 2 friends having it out.
We get into it all the time. Cinco done got into it with other in the group chat. We do We supposed to be homies. That's what homies do.
No, I ain't gonna say that's what. Homies. I guess you could say that. Not brothers. Brothers. Now, when you cross that line of a brother, you should know my boundary at that point. I ain't calling you my brother if you don't know my boundary. Now, if I'm just saying it on like some brother, like black man brother shit, then that's different. But if I say, nah, this nigga my brother for real, like you should know my boundaries and you should know what I'm cool and what I'm not cool with. But homies, yeah, homies fight about stupid shit, egos, all that. This is not uncommon.
Get into it with your homies, y'all make up, everything cool.
Right.
So either Cinco was being sensitive or DDG had taken things too far.
And he could have. I'm not saying he couldn't. But this is where y'all just the homies. Y'all not brothers. Y'all might be brothers after this, but y'all just the homies. So homies do that because y'all don't know each other's boundaries. And that's why I say people as human beings, but we're complex. And a lot of times most of the time, bro, and straight up, I'm just be as straight up as possible, bro. Let me look. Most of the time, bro, most people are friends due to circumstance. Most people are friends due to opportunity. Most people are friends due to what they can do for each other. Some people are friends because due to trauma bonding. Very few people are friends because they became active friends. That normally comes later. Most people become friends due to all those other circumstances I just named. Most people aren't friends because they're active. They actively became friends. Especially in our community. It just happens. Like we just in the same block, or we met up in the same jail cell, or we went to the same class, or we was hooping on the same court, and then we got into it and now we homies after this. That's normally how this happens. And because of that, people don't set boundaries until those boundaries come about. Then you set the boundary. But some people don't make it past that boundary. They either have another falling out and they just split, or they make up after that. But that all depends on how you grew up and where you grew up will determine if you'll cross that boundary. Some niggas don't make it past that. And I'm not, granted, I'm not justifying none of this shit. I'm not. I'm just explaining why it is the way it is. Does it need to change? Hell to hell yeah. It needs to change. But I'm just explaining to you why it's like that. All right, back to the regular program.
DDG claimed that he had a similar fight with T.O. and this was just a part of being friends.
Me and my brother, bro, me and T.O. got in real fights. And I'm talking about me and T.O. didn't hit below the belt so crazy. I love that. I will murder over T.O., bro.
And what happened with them is, whether they was homies at first, then they got into it, whatever their background is, they made it past that first level of boundary, became brothers after that, probably like Cinco and DDG is going to do after this. After this spat, especially public like this, they make up, they probably going to be brothers after this. They probably going to know each other's boundaries. And if they smart, they going to chill out. You know what I mean? And not cross those boundaries no more. But that's just what happens in niggas get in the fight. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's what it is.
Not everyone agreed with this idea that friends always fight and troll with one another. This was Young Don's reaction.
We supposed to be homies. That's what homies do. You get into it with your homies, y'all make up, everything cool.
I don't have that experience at all with my friends.
If I take it very serious.
And maybe that's me, because I've had those experiences. I guess it just depends on where you grew up or whether you set your boundary up front or not. A lot of times we don't do that. I'm just being if you got into it with your homie over something like, hey, bro, chill out, you doing too much. You know it may not have gotten this extreme. Like, me and my homies don't put your hands on each other. Now, I'm not saying that. We don't do that. But we do get into it. I haven't had issues with my homies where I ain't talked to them for damn near a year, cause I either crossed their boundary or they crossed their mine, and we wasn't cool, and then we made up, and now we good again. That's just how it happens. You know what I mean? Now you put your hands on me. I don't know. That's a boundary where I don't come back from. Like if we rocking, nigga, don't put your hands on me. You should know we ain't doing that. Nah, like we might cuss each other out. We might fight. I mean, we might cuss each other out. We really don't do that either. But you know, it might get loud. We might start yelling. You know, we might cuss each other out. But then eventually we'll make up for it. It happens. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Shit.
It's like signs, you feel me? Like
Me and all my boys, we respect each other, you know what I'm saying?
Young Don also took issue with DDG expecting people's undying loyalty because he gave them opportunities.
How's my life?
I mean, low-key, this is on some Diddy shit. Not the weird, but the whole idea that just because you bless people, they should be cool with you treating them in any way. You feel me? You cross lines, it shouldn't matter.
Nah. That and that's where my pride kick in at, cause don't no nigga son me for nothing. No, we don't do that. So if niggas is like that, then I can understand your frustration. And then that's where a conversation need to be had. Like, hey, bro, I appreciate everything you did for me, da. But nigga, I ain't no bitch. Straight up. Like, we not doing this. We need to figure this out, cause this ain't happening. You know what I mean? But to each his own.
Ultimately, Jay Cinco had painted DDG as someone who was being deeply disrespectful. So in retaliation, DDG decided to explain just how disrespectful Cinco could be.
This all started at the Mafia-thon.
DDG was beefing with the streamer Reggie, and they had a rap battle. And during this freestyle, Reggie dropped a pretty scathing line.
Use a mother fraud. The man, cause he can't see his what? He can't see the that be shining in the sky. Think about it.
This was a play on the word son and about DDG's ongoing custody battle with his son, Halo. This punchline went over many people's heads during the stream, and he...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Would've got stole off on mainstream. I don't give a fuck. You dissing my dead brother? My deceased, sorry, I don't want to say dead, sorry about that. You dissing my deceased brother in my face on live stream during Mafia-thon? You know what? Because of Kai, I would have let it slide. Soon as that, I would just would have stopped and say, "Hey, bro, let's go, let's get off camera real quick, cause we not no." Nah, man, nah. And Kai need to pull him to the side and be like, "Nah, bro, that wasn't cool." Somebody check that little nigga. Got me the thing. He gon' man, shit. Play with somebody else, bro. Damn, my Wi-Fi tripping.
Pause for a little bit to change up the lyric in the end, including DDG, but later on in the Mafia-thon stream, the Capoholics felt that DDG needed to respond to this.
And I gotta show you. He said one line that I didn't catch.
I respect. He didn't catch it in the moment, and even if he did, I would respect him for not doing that, because my temper, the level of disrespect that was, nah, bro. You gonna see me. I'm sorry. I would have been like, nah, bro. Like, excuse me?
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon.
What you just say to me? No. We're not doing that. Salute to DDG for handling it the way he did, though.
I probably would have said something or at least stopped the segment and like that. But I'm like, you know what? It's too late. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back upstairs and be like, "Hey, why you say that?"
But in the Capoholics group,
and you gonna get stuck.
DDG was being pressured to react to Reggie.
I'll go outside. I read my group chat, and everybody in my group chat talking about some. Why you ain't fight him? Why you ain't do this? All this to get in a rap battle. So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Mind you, I'm talking to everybody though. I do a group FaceTime. You know how you can group FaceTime a whole group? And I'm like, man, what the do y'all want me to do? Mind you, I'm talking to everybody, bro.
I think too, this could have been now off of Reggie, but this on the group. This could have been dismissed too. The wow factor of what Reggie just did, he gotta understand. Niggas gonna blow your phone up like, hey yo, bro, what the fuck? Oh, what happened?
Hey, yo, what the
You know what I mean? Niggas would be like, hey, yo, what? It's like the wow factor of the level of disrespect. Niggas gonna blow your phone up. And you gotta understand that. Like, bro, I get it. I understand. I get it. I can't do this right now, though, bro. We'll handle this later. I'll talk about this later. Whatever. You gotta understand. If these niggas got your back, they gon' hey, yo, what you do? Hey, nah, he need to da-da-da. You know what I mean? So I could get the wow factor of that, which is crazy.
Cinco was not singled out whatsoever. I'm like, what y'all want me to do, bro? Y'all want me to come in here and box on a 20-year-old, 21-year-old in front of all these nice establishments and look ghetto?
So DDG had a lot of brand deals he could ruin by getting into a fight. He was also...
I can understand that. Okay. I'm down bad, y'all. I'm down bad. I ain't got it. $1 a day can change my life. Y'all go ahead and hit the donation. Hit the subscribe. That's $1 to me. I ain't got it, so maybe that's why I was sworn. I'm sorry. Back to the program.
For custody over his child, so that would also not be a great look in that respect either. And contrary to his reputation, DDG in this case was being the bigger man. And contrary to what Jay Cinco had to say about being disrespectful, DDG shared a message that Jay Cinco sent in the group chat that was highly disrespectful.
I would have said Reggie dead dad for to be rap battling face to face 4 months later. Laughing emojis.
DDG also offered to have a boxing match with Jay Cinco, but Cinco chose to take things even further.
Deep. This calls his Crip homies.
But this, and before you get to that part, I also want to say this too. You see the pattern, right? And no shot to Jay Cinco, but you see the pattern. Jay Cinco can get flared up real quick. Let's just say that. His emotion, and don't get me wrong, because I would have wanted to say the same thing. So I'm not saying what Jay Cinco think ain't what Jay Cinco said ain't justified. Like, I would have wanted to say the same thing. I get it. But you can tell the difference between DDG and Jay Cinco. DDG can really just brush it like, hey, nigga, it's whatever, nigga. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I can really give two fucks. You can see that's his energy on a lot of shit. He really just don't care. And you can see Jay Cinco ain't like that, though. Jay Cinco, his emotions can catch him real quick. He get flared up real fast. And you can see that not only did that play a factor in the Reggie case, that's also playing a factor in the Jay Cinco and DDG case, because DDG saying what he said, and Jay Cinco like, hey, you know what? Before you get south, I'm going to just go ahead and leave and hop on YouTube or Twitch and let my bygones be bygones and say my side of the story. So you can see how his emotions getting the best of him. And I'm noticing that's a pattern. No shout out Jay Cinco. I don't know neither one of you niggas. But I'm just calling it how I see it.
I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't my mans. This ain't my mans. This is not my homie.
And then yeah, you calling the Crips. I think that was OD too. But I heard Jay Cinco's side, and I can understand why he did that. But I do think that's still OD. A lot of this could have just been talked out. Like, y'all just amplifying it. Well, y'all was. Like I said, y'all figured it out. Salute to y'all, both of y'all. I'm not trying to open up old wounds. Salute to both of y'all if y'all both patched it up. But at the time, y'all was just amplifying it. It was no need for that. Y'all could have just talked this shit out.
Of all this, Jay Cinco supposedly gifted $1,500 to Bruce Drop 'Em Off, who has also had issues with DDG in the past.
To validate what the I'm saying, bro, if I go to anybody in Capoholics stream, bro, and I type in Jay Cinco on their gifted list, you won't see nothing close to 300. This sent Bruce $1,500.
So this alleged behavior painted Jay Cinco in a much different light. The text message in particular showed Jay Cinco as being utterly disrespectful, and mocking a young guy for losing a parent is about as low as you can go. Granted, DDG was the first one to take it there. However, Jay Cinco would later point out how DDG had twisted what was being said in that text. But in the meantime, we also witnessed just how disrespectful DDG was, not just to Jay Cinco, but to the other Capoholics, or potential Capoholics. DDG was also promoting a boxing match where he chose a fighter to box against a fighter chosen by XQC. There's a moment at ringside where DDG unapologetically took Ben Didon's seat.
Huh? Your seat shake, bro. Right here. My seat now, man.
Hey, man, you ain't gotta grab me like that, though, bro. I'm just saying, though, bro, like, I ain't trying to be funny, but, bro, don't stop doing that, bro.
Do what?
Like, why you coming over here grabbing me like that?
Because you sitting down on my seat. I'm sitting
okay, and you say, hey,
I don't gotta
this
say
my
it, but
seat.
you know I'm sitting here. What you
Man,
saying?
I ain't finna go back and forth with you,
I'm not
bro.
finna go back and forth with you.
I'm telling you I ain't going back and forth with you, bro.
So, can you please get up, brother?
You ask nicely. Don't
What did I
tap
just
my
say?
back.
Can you please get up, brother?
Don't tap my back, bro.
Didn't nobody say came over here and tapped your back.
I'm just letting you know, don't tap my back, bro.
Huh?
Don't tap my back.
Egos, bro. That's all that is. I can understand though. You don't want to feel disrespected and you gonna check it. It don't have to keep going though. Granted, everybody's young. I don't know how old Ben is. I feel like Ben is a little bit older than everybody, but I don't know. I'm 31, so you know, been there, done that, whatever. I ain't did it with that much money though. I'm just saying. But anyway, I feel like you can set the premise, let it be known, be like, hey, bro, if this your seat, I get it, bro. You just didn't have to tap my back like that. I feel like that was kind of disrespectful. My bad. This was your seat. Maybe I should have asked or whatever. But you ain't got to tap my back. And I just let it go and keep it going. Straight up. Egos just keep getting flared up, and it sound like I just want to go and squabble up real quick, you know? Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, if that's what y'all gonna do, just go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Go ahead and hop in the ring, take their match away, and y'all go ahead and handle that. Just saying.
Bro, I'm not finna do all this, man.
All right, now. I'm just letting you know, bro.
You're not letting me know nothing, man. What are you talking about?
Everybody want the last
Ben
word.
Didon spoke about this on stream and said that the power DDG had gotten from being a popular streamer had gone to his head. Even DDG's security were looking at him differently.
Security look.
I can see that.
Like, yeah, bro, I know, I get it. We had that saying, like, grown man, like, look, okay, I don't do like all the prima donna. That's not what I'm on, gang. And I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I'm just keeping it a real buck with y'all. And y'all can say whatever I want. He grabbed his seat, then he got up. Like, bro, the energy was weird.
And ultimately, it was incredibly childish behavior.
It's a seat. We grown in hell. We both got M's. We're not talking about none of that. It's a seat. That's a mutual respect for your mans. If I'm your man's fool, that shouldn't even be nothing to even speak on, gang. That should instantly be like, okay, cool. All right, I got you, gang. My bad. I would gladly get up, fool. Like, my bad, gang. My bad, gang. Here you go.
Yeah, that's it. Now, I get what like whole tapping him on the shoulder. Maybe he just didn't do it. You gotta actually see it to see if like, oh, okay, he was being disrespectful. Or nah, he was just tapping him to let him know. But yeah, I just would have got up. I mean, I'm cool like that. I don't really be like if I could put myself in other people's shoes, so I don't do the whole ego thing. Now I got a pride. But I ain't egotistic. I ain't gonna say that, but I do have a pride, meaning that I'm always gonna bet on myself, and people got me thinking that I'm not capable of not doing something. I'm definitely can. I can do whatever I put my mind to. I got a pride. It's hard for me to swallow that motherfucker. But my ego, I'm not an egotistic ass nigga.
Another one. Boom, pulled up right there.
This was a very silly but revealing moment about DDG's character, but what was even more revealing was when Jay Cinco jumped on stream to explain the message he sent about Reggie's dad. Back on his stream, Cinco said that he admired DDG in many ways, but not as a person.
In this position because you're a hard worker. And I can give you that, bro. You are a very hard worker. Like, really, like, this right here, bro, like, I look up to bro in certain ways with his work ethic. You feel me? Like, this is one thing I can say that work hard is a, like, this be working back-to-back days, like, 20, I didn't, when we first started streaming, it was 24 hours and shit. Like, definitely, bro, but it's not because you're a good person, bro. Like,
DDG claimed that he liked trolling people, but Jay Cinco thought that this was something that was a bit weird for a grown man to be doing.
mind you, dog is 27 years old, and admitting I'm a troll. Like, he got into it with his blood cousin and texted him every day, you a the nigga texted his own blood cousin every day, you a and literally.
Ah, yeah, that's OD. Why are you doing that, nigga? I give you a troll. I mean, if niggas come see you with it, then and he okay with niggas coming to see him with it, then hey, he can stand on that troll shit. I'm not trying to defend DDG. I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying, like, as long as he okay with the consequences of being a troll and he gonna stand on that, then my nigga be a troll then. You know what I mean? People ain't gonna like it though. So Jay Cinco got every reason to not like that. I get it. Hey nigga, I don't fuck with all that. Like, you can go do that shit over there, nigga. I don't play like that. If that's a boundary for Jay Cinco, then Jay Cinco can set that boundary, and DDG need to respect that if he respect the Jay Cinco. God damn, it's too many goddamn. This is why I don't do gossip. It's too many goddamn names I'm jumping back and forth with.
Hate farm this, like literally hate farm this, bro. Like, was reacting to his music, downing it, saying it was trash, everybody unfollow, like, okay, this is what you do to your blood cousin though.
And when you call out DDG for trolling, he behaves as if you're being too sensitive or less manly and masculine than he is.
So I made you cry.
Yeah.
How did I make you cry, bro?
He made me cry.
He made you cry.
You ain't make me cry.
Yeah, bro. You can't be trying to demasculate niggas or troll niggas, and then when they feel us, you like always remember, you can control what you say, but you cannot control how people react to what you say. You can't. Everybody gonna have a different reaction to what you do and what you say. So be mindful of that. That's why it just don't be popping out at the mouth at people, because not everybody gonna react to it the exact same. And if a man getting his feelings because he really want to spaz out, but he's trying to contain himself, and that makes him tear up, don't look at him like he less than a man for doing that. Let's just keep it a buck.
I wasn't crying about you.
I ain't gonna make you cry, brother.
Hell no.
I'm sorry.
No.
I ain't know you was crying.
But like, that just showed your true colors though. Like, look how cuz be, you feel me? Like, look how he be. Like look how he respond to certain situations.
So when you call DDG out for being disrespectful, his natural response is to be even more disrespectful. Then Cinco dealt with the issue of the text about Reggie's dad.
The message says,
all right, I'm gonna keep it a bug, y'all. I don't do gossip. Like, I'm a grown ass man, dog. I salute to y'all though. I hope y'all patched it up. I'm gonna see if he came to an ending to where they patched it up. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest of it though. I hopefully they did. I heard Jay Cinco bought him some Balenciaga boots. Shout out to him for that. He took accountability. Now DDG need to take his form of accountability. Don't think because that nigga apologized to you that you just in the clear and like, yeah, like he was wrong. No, nigga, you was wrong too. Let's be fucking for real. I'm a grown ass. Listen, the fans might be stupid, but from a grown ass man, both y'all played a part in this shit. Jay Cinco ain't get online for no reason and spill his opinion about what happened for no reason. You definitely played a part in that, my nigga. So you need to take accountability too if you haven't already did it. If y'all both did, salute to both of y'all. But I saw the stuff that Jay Cinco put on social media and he took accountability. DDG, is definitely your turn. But with that being said, y'all go hit the subscribe button. Please. A subscribe a day can keep the evil people away. But anyway, all that, man. We turn it up. Shout out to HelloYassine. We in this mug and we doing our thing. So I need y'all to hit the like and subscribe button. Join the Prosper Game. We keeping it PG. There's a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug. You feel me? And remember, there is nothing impossible to they who try. So next time I'm out, deuce.